The Philippines is a country full of life, with bustling cities and growing communities that all need electricity to power their homes, schools, and businesses. As the country continues to grow, so does its need for more energy. For many years, the Philippines has relied on sources like coal and gas, but these can be expensive and can also harm our environment. This has led the government to search for new, cleaner, and more reliable ways to generate power for everyone. It is a big challenge to find an energy source that is both powerful enough for the whole country and kind to our planet. This search has brought an old idea back into the spotlight: nuclear energy. Nuclear power plants can produce a huge amount of electricity without releasing the harmful gases that contribute to climate change. In 2022, the government made a very important decision. A presidential executive order was signed, officially making nuclear power a part of the country's long-term energy plan. This was a major step, showing that the Philippines is serious about exploring this powerful technology as a solution to its energy needs for the future. Considering nuclear energy is a significant move. It means thinking differently about how we create the electricity that we use every day. The government believes that by adding nuclear power to its mix of energy sources, the Philippines can have a more stable and secure supply of electricity. This could mean fewer power interruptions and potentially more affordable electricity bills for families in the long run. It is all part of a bigger plan to make sure the country has the energy it needs to keep growing and developing for many years to come. The main goal is to build a future where energy is not only plentiful, but also clean. By including nuclear power, the Philippines joins many other nations around the world that are using this technology to move away from fossil fuels. It is a journey that requires careful planning, deep thinking, and a strong commitment to doing things the right way. The decision to pursue nuclear energy is not just about power plants. It is about creating a sustainable and prosperous future for all Filipinos, from Luzon to Mindanao. Before a single nuclear power plant can be built or switched on, the most important thing is to make sure it is completely safe. The Philippine government understands this very well. That is why its first and most important job is to create a strong set of rules and laws to govern everything related to nuclear energy. Officials are currently working hard to draft a new, comprehensive nuclear law. This law will be the main guide for the entire program, ensuring that the health of the people and the protection of the environment are always the top priorities in every decision made. Part of this safety plan involves creating a brand new government body. This group will be an independent nuclear regulatory authority. Its only job will be to watch over the nuclear energy program, acting as a strict referee to ensure all safety rules are followed perfectly. This authority will be separate from the people who run the power plants, so it can make unbiased decisions to protect the public. By putting these strong legal and regulatory frameworks in place first, the Philippines is building a solid foundation of safety before laying a single brick of a new power plant. Of course, any discussion about nuclear power in the Philippines will eventually turn to the Bataan nuclear power plant, or BNPP. This plant was completed a long time ago, back in 1984, but it was never loaded with nuclear fuel or used to generate electricity because of safety and financial concerns at the time. For decades, it has stood silent, a reminder of a past attempt. Now, experts are taking a fresh look at the old plant. A special study is being done to see if it is possible to safely refurbish and modernize the BNPP to finally use it. In January 2025, a team of experts from Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power began a detailed feasibility study on the Bataan plant. They are carefully checking every part of the structure to assess its current condition. The study will determine if bringing the BNPP to life is a safe and practical option. If the experts find that refurbishing the old plant is not the best idea, they might suggest other possibilities. This could include building a completely new and modern power plant on the same site, or perhaps even using newer technology like small modular reactors, which are smaller and more flexible. The Philippines is not taking on this complex nuclear energy journey by itself. It is getting a lot of help and guidance from international experts to make sure everything is done according to the highest global standards. The most important partner in this effort is the International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA. The IAEA is like the world's top teacher and watchdog for the peaceful use of nuclear technology. It helps countries like the Philippines develop their nuclear programs safely and securely, sharing knowledge and best practices from all over the globe. In December 2024, a team from the IEA visited the Philippines to check on its progress. This was a follow-up mission to a review they had done back in 2018. The team was very pleased with what they found. They reported that the country had made significant progress in preparing for nuclear power. They highlighted the government's clear decision to include nuclear energy in its plans and the serious work being done to create a comprehensive nuclear law. This positive feedback from the IEA showed that the Philippines is on the right track. The IEA mission did more than just give praise. It also provided helpful advice for the next steps. The experts recommended that the Philippines should finalize its national nuclear power strategy to make the plans even clearer. They also suggested completing important studies to make sure the country's electrical grid is ready to handle the power from a nuclear plant. This international guidance is incredibly valuable, as it helps the government identify exactly what needs to be done next to keep moving forward safely and efficiently. The Philippine government, through leaders like Energy Secretary Rafael P.M. Latilla, has promised to keep working very closely with the IEA. This strong partnership ensures that the country will not cut any corners when it comes to safety. It shows a deep commitment to learning from the experiences of other nations and to adopting the world's best safety standards. With the help of these international friends, the Philippines can build its nuclear energy program with confidence, knowing it has the best possible advice to guide it. With a clear goal in mind and international support, the Philippine government has created a detailed plan for the years ahead. This plan is called the Nuclear Energy Roadmap, and it acts like a map, showing the specific steps the country will take and when. The roadmap sets ambitious but carefully planned targets for bringing nuclear power online. The first major milestone is to have the first nuclear power plants operating by the year 2032. These initial plants are expected to generate at least 1,200 megawatts of electricity for the nation. The plan does not stop there. It looks much further into the future to ensure a long-term, stable energy supply. After the initial plants are running, the roadmap aims to double the nuclear capacity to 2,400 megawatts by 2035. And looking even further ahead, the goal is to have a total of 4,800 megawatts of nuclear power capacity by the year 2050. These targets show a serious, long-term commitment to making nuclear energy a significant part of the country's power supply for decades to come. To make this ambitious plan a reality, the government has brought together a wide range of experts and